Now, President William Ruto's cabinet reshuffle, triggered by the Gen Z uprising of 2024, was a political gamble aimed at stabilizing his presidency. By bringing in ODM members and more Mount Kenya allies, the president sought to build a broad-based coalition. But 1 year on, the results are anything but predictable. Cabinet secretaries from the opposition have emerged as Ruto's most vocal defenders. Meanwhile, those tapped from the Mount Kenya region have remained conspicuously quiet on politics and power. Tonight, NTV's Ibrahim Karanja interrogates what this means for the president's 2027 re-election strategy.
The reconstitution of President William Ruto's cabinet, which began following the Gen Z protests in August 2024, when the Day One cabinet was disbanded, and has continued to as recently as April 2025, when the two latest entrants, Geoffrey Roko and Hannah Wendot Cheptumo, joined, has produced unexpected political alignments exposing fundamental flaws with the president's strategy across all the regions in the country. Cabinet appointees from the ODM party, Mining CS Hassan Joho.
Mimi nataka niwaombe kwa heshima na taadhima, tukae karibu, tumsaidie, tumbebe, tumjenge, tumlinde William Samoei Ruto. Hapo mbele sasa. Hapo mbele sasa.
John Mbadi of the National Treasury.
Your Excellency, what I'm saying in a nutshell, you have shown us a different friendship. I am not saying this because I'm Minister for Finance. I am saying this because I can see the way you relate with everybody in this country. Sasa mimi nataka niambie watu wetu hapa tutoki.
And Energy's Opio Wandai have emerged as Ruto's most vocal defenders, actively campaigning for his 2027 re-election across their traditional strongholds.
Our support for President Ruto is not ending tomorrow. It is support that is going to the maximum possible end. And that maximum possible end is 2032. There is no doubt whatsoever.
Their transformation from opposition critics to passionate advocates of the Kenya Kwanza government portrays a complete political conversion, surprising both allies and critics.
Between William Samoei Ruto na wote ambao wanampinga, there is no comparison.
I, Mutahi Kagwe.
Yet their counterparts from the Mount Kenya region have maintained conspicuous silence despite being appointed specifically to counter the region's growing opposition to Ruto's presidency. Brought in January of 2025, months after the impeachment of former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, who went ahead to spoil the party for Ruto in the mountain, Agriculture CS Mutahi Kagwe, ICT's William Kabogo, and Lee Kinyanjui of Trade, all political heavyweights in their own rights, have failed to mobilize support for the president in their home region, allowing Gachagua's opposition forces to continue gaining ground.
The people from the mountain are reading the signs very clearly within that region. As they like saying themselves, they are listening to the ground, and therefore they are quiet and they are lost within the spaces of quietness. You hardly hear Lee Kinyanjui saying anything. You only hear him when he is talking about the issues of his office. Mutahi Kagwe is completely inconspicuous. And all these three are political animals.
Even Day One appointee Alice Wahome, known for her political acumen, has remained notably quiet in defending the administration she serves. The technical argument that cabinet secretaries should focus on service delivery rather than politics fails to reflect the country's political realities, where cabinet appointments and dismissals are routinely based on political value, with ministers expected to defend their appointing authority while at the same time delivering on their respective portfolios. Only Water CS Eric Muga and his tourism counterpart Rebecca Miano would escape this intense political scrutiny due to their previously low public political profiles. Deputy President Kithure Kindiki and the recently appointed CS for Public Service Geoffrey Ruto have become the primary voices defending Ruto's re-election prospects in Mount Kenya, even though their efforts appear insufficient against mounting opposition criticism in the region that was crucial to Ruto's 2022 victory.
They are going, without a doubt. You know, political expediency does not know common decency. Going forward, Mr. Odinga is going to be making more demands because therein resides President William Ruto's last hope. And there's no way he's going to continue keeping in cabinet people whose political capital for him is expended. It's not about the expertise, how professional and proficient they are. It's about political expediency. And if there will be only one person from the mountain, the way some years back, Mzee Moi would have Joseph Kamuzu within that space, then it will be one individual.
In the neighboring Ukambani region, Alfred Mutua of Labour presents another puzzle for political observers. The former two-term governor and a leader of a political party has been loudly silent and remained conspicuously absent during DP Kindiki's extended 2-week tour of the eastern region in June, raising questions about his political strategy and future in the cabinet. This spotlight, however, may not be shown on cabinet secretaries from Ruto's own Rift Valley backyard, as the head of state continues enjoying massive home support, thus allowing them to focus on their dockets without political pressure. In politics, your fiercest defender may emerge from your previous opposition, even as your supposed allies retreat into strategic silence. This is a lesson that President William Ruto may be learning, as his experiment with the cabinet now proves that loyalty is earned and not purchased. Ibrahim Karanja, NTV.